Oh, beautiful viewers down the south throughout the cosmos, prepare to indulge in experience and sheer bliss, because today I'm going to render the best Marvel Legends series of all time transparent. What is the quintessential Marvel Legends series, you may ask? Well, let me demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now. Of course, my opinion is subjective, so yours may be disparate from mine. Regardless, though, I believe that the optimal, definitive, quintessential, best Marvel Legends series is unequivocally Marvel Legends Series 6, which was released in September of 2004. The characters encompassed within the set include the illustrious Cable, the infamous Deadpool, the notorious Juggernaut, Phoenix, the Punisher, and of course, the revered, heroic, stoic Wolverine. If you completed the whole entire set, then you're able to procure a variant of Phoenix as well as a variant of Cable. These figurines have quality in all facets. They commanded a retail price of under $10. These figurines have visual fidelity, they have excellent shading, they have amazing textures. Furthermore, they have ample points of articulation. Some of them have at least 32 points of articulation. They have articulation in the finger joints. Their knees are likely double jointed. Furthermore, they also come with a comic book as well as corresponding accessories which can accentuate their features. I love the packaging. I love how it flaunts the figurines, their corresponding accessories, and their corresponding comic book. These figurines are just stupendous. If these figurines were re-released, then I would opt to purchase all the ones that I do not have. At one point in time, I possessed a Juggernaut figurine, as well as Cable. However, I'm unsure if I still have them in storage. When I was forced to relinquish my action figure collection as a result of not being able to afford the storage unit in order to retain them, I likely lost my Juggernaut figurine, my Punisher figurine, and my Cable figurine. I may have had the Series 6 Wolverine figurine, however I'm not 100% sure. Regardless though, these figurines are just high quality. I love their accessories. I love their details. You can see that Toy Biz clearly spared no expense amid producing them. They stand at least 6 inches tall. They all look as though they're ready to enter the fray of battle. You can customize their poses to your liking. They're highly detailed down to the minutia. I would also presume that they have peg holes on the bottom of their feet. Even if they do not, they could still be flaunted on your shelf without any major hassle. These figurines are just marvelous. The quality of these figurines is just ineffable. I do not think that any upcoming Marvel Legends series preordained to be released by Hasbro will ever surpass the standard that Marvel Legends Series 6 was able to set forth for the action figure industry. Of course, the standards have plummeted. Post Toy Biz filed for bankruptcy. Now the Marvel Legends of today are relatively shoddy in contrast to the predecessor Marvel Legends figurines produced by Toy Biz. The Hasbro Marvel Legends command a retail price of at least $20. They do not have as many points of articulation as the Toy Biz Marvel Legends did, and they do not come with as many high quality accessories as the Toy Biz Marvel Legends came bundled with. Their aesthetics too are relatively abysmal in contrast to the aesthetics of the Toy Biz Marvel Legends figurines. Some people would contend that the Marvel Legends series lost its merit post Toy Biz filed for bankruptcy. I share that viewpoint. The Hasbro Marvel Legends are twice as expensive in contrast to the Toy Biz Marvel Legends, which were released in the early 2000s. Furthermore, the Hasbro Marvel Legends don't offer as much intrinsic value as the Toy Biz Marvel Legends, so essentially you're paying twice as much today for inferior figurines. Now, obtaining these figurines is extremely costly. I just think that this is a definitive Marvel Legends series because the characters within this wave are just so epic. These characters are powerful, audacious, and have the temerity to do anything they set their minds to. They do not waver. They do not yield. They're adamant about ascertaining victory against their adversaries. It was arduous for the heroes of the Marvel Universe to defeat Phoenix. Deadpool is essentially immortal. Furthermore, Wolverine has an innate healing factor, which enables him to recover from almost any battle damage. The Punisher is a noble, valiant warrior who's trying to avenge his fallen comrades. Is he vindictive? Most likely. The Juggernaut has physical prowess. He's essentially impervious to damage. Cable is the son of Scott Summers, who was the leader of the X-Men. Cable also comes bundled with a turret that he can leverage to decimate his enemies with. So, these figurines are just fantastic. They've transcended my expectations. I was floored and awestruck when I discovered these figurines for the first time in my life in the early 2000s. I wanted to obtain them so badly, but that was just a pipe dream. I was unable to find Phoenix and Deadpool for the retail prices, and I couldn't afford to procure them via eBay. The prices they command on the second-hand market from resellers are far too hefty for me to afford. Today they're exorbitantly priced. But if you could have obtained them all for under $10, you were able to reap tremendous value for your dollars. This is my favorite Marvel Legends series. I think the value could have been further augmented if they had pieces for a giant Build-A-Figure within them. That would have further amplified the value of the lot. But if you want to obtain Galactus, or Onslaught, or a Sentinel giant action figure, then you can opt to procure the other Marvel Legends series which were released by Toy Biz. before Hasbro produced Marvel Legends figurines and took over the responsibilities that Toy Biz once lived up to. It's unfortunate that Toy Biz filed for bankruptcy and no longer exists, but maybe Hasbro will one day sell the license to another company that can produce Marvel Legends figurines up to the quality that Toy Biz set forth. So, I'm done reminiscing about the past. This is my favorite series. This is the best series in all facets. Even though they didn't come with Build-A-Figure. This series is just still mind-boggling and surpasses my criteria for a worthwhile, meritorious series that warrants a purchase. If I could afford it, I would gladly pay triple the retail price for these figurines just because they're flawless. These figurines are glorious. They're impeccable. They're immaculate. They're stellar. I love being engrossed in the Marvel Universe. Seeing these figurines in stores entice me to want to amplify my prodigious Marvel Legends collection that I no longer possess. Hopefully one day I'll be able to possess these figurines once again and be able to have the other ones within the series that I was never able to afford to obtain. Maybe one day I'll be able to print them out via a 3D printer. Who knows what will transpire? The future's an enigma. The future is precarious. The future is obscure. The future is unforeseeable. But maybe one day I'll be able to manufacture them from my own abode and flaunt them on my shelf and repossess the ones that I used to own. But only time will tell what will transpire. Who knows if avid action figure collectors and devout Marvel fans will be able to obtain the licenses to manufacture their own Marvel action figures from their own house, even if they manage to afford to purchase a 3D printer. It's unclear whether the designs for these figurines will ever be sold to the consumer, but if they are, then sheer bliss lies ahead within the life of avid action figure collectors who are keen about completing their collections for affordable prices. These figurines are not affordable now, but maybe one day in the future they'll be affordable once more. So, I'm curious about your sentiments pertaining to this topic. Do you concur with my opinion? Or do you think that this series is lackluster? Do you think that any other series trumps this series? I do not, but your opinion may be disparate from mine, so please feel free to divulge your opinion via the comment section beneath this video. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.